Alright troops, so lately I've been grinding out routines every single night, or as many nights as possible, and they've been quite tough. However, I've had an influx of new subscribers as of late, so I thought the theme of tonight would be to help people try and get started on their burpee journey, which will then allow them to get that burpee transformation that they're looking for, be it either through high number reps or that physical transformation which they're looking for. I know a lot of people get into fitness because they want to change the way they look, let's be honest here. Burpees are definitely a great way or a great strategy to amplify that process due to the fat burning properties and the conditioning properties and the potential muscle building properties as you go up the pump ladder. However, we're going to kind of keep it quite easy tonight. So we're going to go for 100 unbroken burpees set with a good pace. I'm going to go at my pace, and if you wish to follow along, feel free. If you can only get a set amount of reps, go up to that amount of reps, say 25 or 50. If you need to jog between reps, feel free. The key is just getting an idea how a good set of 100 unbroken burpees should look using the stomach strike. The reason I'm bringing the stomach strike up is because I'm getting asked a ton of questions, particularly on Instagram, about like why does the stomach strike exist, which is what I've went into over in Instagram, but I'll touch upon it within here. Okay, so first things first, you have to understand that the first protocol when doing burpees is taking action. You need to just take action. You can't think about it, you can't analyse it, you can't like dilly-dally over the process. You need to just get started because it will become a obstacle, because you know it's hard. We all know it's hard, it never gets easy, and you don't want to be scared of the exercise, so you need to just get it done. You need to go through that darkness when you do it to get to the light, which is the feeling you get after completing a hard set. So first protocol for most people is, I would get wrist straps. Wrist straps are vital for burpees in my opinion. They protect your wrists, they protect the integrity of your wrists, they provide great support. I use AQF wrist straps. A lot of people ask me this on Instagram, which wrist straps I use. I use AQF, and I'm also going to put a link in the description which can get you a discount code for these wraps. I've had these ones for years and they have withstood the test of time. They have went through a power of burpees, so they are legit, and I wouldn't advertise anything that I don't believe in. I know everyone says that, but this is genuinely the case. I actually bought these, I wasn't sent them or anything like that. I purchased them off my own back and they have lasted me the length of time. So get yourself wrist wraps if you have any wrist issues. We need to protect our wrists because that is a vital part of the burpee process. We put so much pressure on our wrists during these high reps that it's probably best for all that you protect the integrity of your wrists. Okay, so number two is your pacing strategy and how many burpees should you do. What you need to do is you need to identify a number and just stick to that number religiously until you find that number becomes too easy. So for example, if you're really unfit, maybe 25 is a good starting point. If you've got a good base of fitness, maybe 50 is a good starting point. And if you think you're one of these guys that can go to town, then I would definitely say go for the 100, just go there. You want to embrace the darkness straight away and you want to develop that mindset. Another thing is, how do you pace yourself? You use the stomach strike. The stomach strike, and I'm going to quote Iron Wolf on this, is like a metronome, like a tempo gauge. It sets a beautiful tempo and it sets you up for the next rep. When I do the stomach strike, I instinctively brace my abs and glutes, and it sets me up and kinda puts me in that zone where I'm reducing the onset of the injury. In my own head at least, it sets me up physically and mentally for the next rep, and it becomes absorbing. It absorbs me into the burpee. It becomes this process where it's just one flow: burpee up, stomach strike, burpee up, stomach strike. So I like to use the stomach strike for many reasons. Now the pacing strategy, As I've mentioned before, I'm going to go at my pace. However, what I would suggest to you is, if at any point you feel that you are entering a state of fatigue, then start to run on the spot, maybe do some jumping jacks, I don't know. If you need to stand, just stand. I personally would recommend constant motion, keeping the heart rate up there. However, it's up to you, it's your burpees, it's your story, you do as you please. But the key here is completing the set amount of reps, and this is something that we in the burpee community in particular pride ourselves upon. We set the target and we get there, and we do not quit, because if we quit, then you're not going to really feel too good afterwards. You're going to feel quite despondent. So you need to set that rep target and get there. You'll have to travel through a lot of darkness, but ultimately that is what's going to allow you to grow as you develop your skills and your fitness to endure this high intensity training style. So hopefully that gives you a brief synopsis on how you should start your burpee journey. This isn't rocket science. This isn't like splitting the atom. This is just getting up and down on the floor. You don't need a gym for this. The floor is always under your feet. There is no excuse. You can do this. Now, the burpee I'm going to do is just a 1 pump burpee, keeping it very simple at this point. If you struggle, do a 4 count burpee, particularly if you've got like mobility issues or you can't do a push-up. The 4 count is just as worthy. In fact, I would suggest it can be more difficult in some respects because you go at a faster pace, so it can take your breath away. Whereas the 1 pump is more controlled, and you get that wee minute of rest when you're down on the ground and you're locking out your arms. So that's something that you want to take into consideration as well. What burpee am I going to choose to start my journey? Absolute beginners, unfit, carrying a bit of timber, 4 count. Degree of fitness can manage a push-up, 6 count or 1 pump military burpee. These are the way to go. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just get started. 100 unbroken burpees at my pace. Follow along. Let's get started on this burpee journey, guys. It changed my life. Let's change yours. Let's do this. So there you go, 100 unbroken burpees. Always catches you out. That was a good pump. So, like I said, take action, set your reps, train through the darkness, burpee towards the light, persevere, learn to grind, and you'll get there. 100 unbroken burpees will become easy over time. Then you should be looking to add more reps on. I mean, personally, if you watch my channel or my Instagram, you'll notice I do a lot of burpee variations. But it took me a while of training to get to that level or anywhere near it. People will see the fancy stuff. They'll see the aesthetic style burpees and they'll go, I want to do that. But listen, set the foundation, concentrate on your one pumps and build that solid base. I would be trying to get to 500 burpees in one session before I even think of adding in 2 pumps, 3 pumps, Navy Seals, kickouts, all of that sort of more visually pleasing stuff. Build the base. The bottom of the pyramid is what you should be looking to build at this point. How many times a week should you train burpees? I would argue every single day. If you need to take a rest and you feel you're not up for it, well, there's 2 schools of thought in this camp. Just grind through it and train anyway, or take the rest day. It's up to you, it's your journey, it's your story. You're writing this. Don't feel pressured by anyone with regards to how you should go about this. it's a long game. Fitness is a long game. This applies to every aspect of fitness. You're in this for a long time, so you may as well take your time and get the basics under your belt. That's what's going to set you up for success. So I would suggest training 6-7 days a week, grinding through it. Personally, I take rest days when real life gets in the way. I don't plan them out. If I need to take a rest day, if I've got too much on, then sometimes fitness has to take a back seat. That's life, particularly if you've got children or you've got a really demanding lifestyle. With regards to nutrition as well, a lot of people ask this. This is not my area of expertise. It's a minefield. People get their pants or their knickers in a twist about nutrition. Just use your common sense. Healthy eating is intuitive. We all know that fresh meat, lean meat, chicken, red meat, pork, fish, we know these are relatively healthy options, and we know that vegetables are super healthy regardless of your choice of diet. If you're a carnivore or you're a vegan or whatever, that's just not for me. Keep it simple, keep it simple. We're all in this journey together. We as burpee practitioners will always have respect for people who know how to traverse the dark place and get there in the end. We know what it's like. It will always be like that, and we are with you 100% of the way. So hopefully this video kind of gives you a launch pad with regards to where you start on your burpee journey. Just take action. That is the most important part. It doesn't matter the burpees, the diet, how many times you train, how much time you should rest between sets, how long you should recover, how many pumps you should do. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters at this point is taking action. Take action, stay strong, and stay conditioned.